Alright guys, welcome back. Jensen, I see you have beaten everybody to the thing. Congratulations. You, sir, are a winner. Chicken dinner. But that's it. You don't actually get a prize. I'm sorry. Let's start off by removing some items from the bank, because there's a lot of stuff going on in the bank and I would like to free up a little bit of space, so we're going to try to cut some stuff down. Jarvis, you got a tattoo today. Did you really? What's the tattoo of and where is it? Please tell me it's not on your lower back. Please.
What do you require of a
Jensen, things are
zombie
going
raven?
good, man. Thank you very much for asking. I hope things are good for you too. I hope things are good for everybody. I hope they're nice and tasty, nice delicioso. That was not supposed to go there. Boom. 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 I'm feeling like there's not going to be a ton of stuff to pull out of here. It's a lot of training armor. We could get one set of training armor out of there and place it on like the Nightblade or something. Yeah. Okay, a little bit of stuff. Actually, that's not too bad. What is that doing in there? Get that out of there. That's just garbage. You totally got a tramp stamp. Your first one is on your lower right ribs. Dude, I have heard that the ribs is a very difficult place to get a tattoo because there's like no meat. There's no, I guess it depends on how thick you are. But like, it's one of the more sensitive areas of the body from what I've heard. A Bible verse with waves though. That sounds cool, man. Congratulations. I'm happy for you. I hope you like it. I don't have any tattoos myself. My grandmother always said for years, for like the first like 70 years of her life, she was like, never gonna happen. Never ever. Never. Tattoos are blasphemy. Don't ever touch them. And my sister, like a good few years ago now, turned around and was like, I don't know what the occasion was. I think it was like a birthday or something. And she convinced my grandmother to get a tattoo. And she got a Bible verse as well. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. As long as it's not like defamation or anything drastic, right? It's about expressing yourself, right? It's not hurting anybody. It's not supposed to, at
Forgive
least.
this one's baby brother. He was weeping about... Wait, what was he? Never mind. Welcome to the club. This one assumes you seek new challenges and amazing rewards. This is true, yes? If so, you have come to the right place.
Gotcha. Ask about daily challenges. You said you got some old coins today too, from like 30 to 100 BC? How is that even possible? One from a shipwreck from 1622? Dude, that's crazy. That's super cool. I bet you, them suckers are gonna like get shined and slapped in like a glass case. That's really cool. You don't think it was that bad on the ribs? I've heard it's painful. Like I said, I don't have any tattoos myself, but that's what I've heard. He's got some Nordic stuff on him too. Nice, dude. Yeah, I don't see anything wrong with tattoos. I think some of the like our parents, grandparents, that generation, like maybe more so in the grandparents era, like they're a little bit less accepting of things like that. But you know, in today's age, man, you can have your faiths and your religions and you can still get things like tattoos. It's all a matter of perspective. But you know, I'm not judging. Ain't nothing wrong with it.
Yes, and what fragrant challenges they are. Each day, Kishka creates new tasks for rank and renown. One will pit you against the common folk of Tamriel. The other will set you against card-playing adventurers like yourself.
Yes.
I offer only 2 challenges per day, but you can earn sweeter prizes by winning multiple matches. Small rewards for a single win, fine prizes for 2, and a grand bounty for 3. Kishka
Got
will
it.
also make sure your rank soars if you participate.
Alright, hold on 1 second. What the heck? My tabs are going crazy on the other monitor for some reason. Whatever.
Ha! You would fill your purse with heaps of tiny baubles? No, Walker. As this one said, you can win 1 match for a tiny reward, or keep playing for a bigger prize. Simple, yes? The more you play, the sweeter the reward. It is Kishka's pleasure. Come back.
She says, yes, come back soon. Yeah, dude, Colin, like I said, it's all a matter of perspective. Like, and like I said, it's usually the older generation, too, that is a little bit less fond of things like that. But, you know, you can get them in places that is less conspicuous, too. Like, your rib, dude, like, how many people are going to be seeing your rib all the time, you know? Yeah, dude, no worries. Holy crap, yeah, get some sleep, man. If you gotta be up that early, man. I thank you for dropping in. I wish you the best, sir. Have a good day. And, don't try to hurt your grandfather's feelings too bad, man. Oh, on vacation. Nice, dude. I hope you're having a good time, too. Very cool. Alright. What's the plan today? Thank you, man. Much love to you. One love. One love. So, we're gonna just knock these writs out on the main account, but like, we're not gonna worry about writs for the other characters anymore. It's just not worth our time without the event going on. With that being said, I don't know, what do we do now? Like, what to do, dude? We could move on to the next world. We finished Betnik yesterday, which would send us on to Glenumbra. Mr. Ari, hello, sir. Big Bobby Beaver. Hey, ain't nobody said nothing about my beaver being big and Bobby, okay? My beaver is, balanced. I don't know. Where's the Oblivion remaster? We're not gonna do it. We're not gonna do it, at least not for a while. I was not expecting Oblivion to be remastered and dropped immediately. Like, I just wasn't ready for it. If I knew that was gonna happen, I would have started the previous segment of the Elder Scrolls series like over a month ago, at least over a month ago. And I say that because I want to play the OG version of Oblivion first. What? Yeah, I wanna experience what it's like with the original. So if you guys have been staying in touch, you'd know that. Yeah, Ari, why aren't you staying in touch, buddy? What the heck? You're not joining the streams? You're not paying attention? Huh? What's going on, huh? You think you got a life or something outside of this? What's happening? Your job is right here. Sit down. Pay attention. No, I'm just joking. So, I want to do the entirety of the Elder Scrolls series. Like, all of them. Start to finish. With the exception of the very first one, which is Arena, and I believe that came out in the 90s. And, it's not available on Steam, to my knowledge. So, I picked up, they were on sale fairly recently for like a few bucks a piece. I think I spent like 20 bucks in total to purchase the entirety of the Elder Scrolls series. And, with the exception of the first one. So I got Elder Scrolls 2, 3, 4, and then 5 is Skyrim, which I already had, so that didn't count. So, yeah, dude, we're gonna run through the entire series at some point, and that does include Oblivion. Hello. I've never played Oblivion myself, and if I had played Oblivion, I would have jumped right into the remaster. Hands down, I would have been like, hell yeah, let's go. But I want to experience what it was like with, the original version, where things are like, the graphics are bonky and wonky, and everything's buggy and glitchy, and I just want the real deal, dude. And, as much as I love the idea of a remaster, and I do believe that we're going to do a remaster at some point. Because that would be a lot of fun. I'd like to compare the two directly to one another. I want to do the OG first. Are we going to do Skyrim again? That's a good question. I might just do like 2, 3, and 4. 4 being Oblivion. If we do 2, 3, and 4 and then jump into the remaster, it's probably gonna be a little while.
This one does not know, but he hopes his family is safe.
That's tough, man. It's a tough decision. Because it's looking like the Doom series is gonna squeeze its way in there. So like one day a week we're gonna be doing something else, and it's supposed to be Hogwarts Legacy, but I might make the executive decision to just do the Elder Scrolls series on top. The Elder Scrolls series would be a lot of fun, I think. Go to Glenumbra. Should we do this?
As I'm sure you've all noticed, the Elden
Let's start
Ring
off
is
hot with one of
impressive
these.
and tall. Equally impressive is that King Cormoran Aradon's throne lies in a tall as
Veto
branches
Hogwarts? I'm
of
thinking
the
about it.
tree.
Excuse me.
I want to do
Lady
Hogwarts, man.
Avatar.
There's so many games I want to play. I want to play like all the games that's ever been made. You can't, man. You can only play so many games at once. You can only play one game at once, man. It's hard. It's hard to balance it all. And there's just so much good stuff out there that's older than 10 years. 10 years old. New games suck, dude. I feel like new games are trash. I like the old stuff, man. It's just, I don't know. Not all new games are trash. There's very few. I would say like a majority of my love for video games comes like 10 or so years ago and more.
Ah, there's my new favourite royster. I guess if you've spoken to Sorin and Kishka and gotten their sage advice, it's down to me to provide the final part of the chapter's introductions and provide one last little acorn of wisdom.
What? That?
We should have a word about decks, I guess.
Uniform,
Those
hello?
decks Razamad gave you are just the beginning. Fresh
might have to
decks
repeat this
pop
dialogue.
up all over Tamriel, and each of them offers a unique style of play.
Okay.
You can even find upgrades to the cards you already own.
Ooh, that's actually interesting. How do I acquire these?
I've earned a fair amount from just playing Tribute. Kishka offers them in her daily challenges sometimes, especially if you hit those win streaks. I've even heard rumours that adventurers find them out in the wild. Well, between you, me, and old Bendu there, I've heard they might offer some new decks as prizes in the upcoming tournaments. Beyond that, it's a mystery.
Okay.
Just keep working on raising that rank by playing matches. That's the best path to success.
Oops, I didn't mean to skip his last piece of dialogue, but I do think it was just like a confirmation of what he just said. So that's actually interesting. Talk to Master Raza Hamadadabad. Master Raza Hamadad.
Welcome back! You return wiser and hungrier for competition, is it not so? Tribute has that effect on people. Now, I have something for you. A gift and formal welcome to the Gonfalon chapter of the Roysters Club. I know you will put it to good use. Just a little something from the chapter's strongbox. Now then, you have decks, you are versed in the rules and familiar with your fellow competitors. Truly, you have all you need to step into formal play. We proudly welcome you to our chapter.
I thoroughly disagree with what
I
he
have
said.
it on good authority that preparation...
I do not believe that we have what it takes. I lost twice in a row yesterday to like tutorial-based NPCs. So we'll see how this goes. I thought there was like an upstairs section where we could go battle people. Yu-Gi-Oh! Yu-Gi-Oh! Style, dude. Duel. We're gonna try to squeeze one of those dailies in. I would like to get better at you know, Tribute. It's fun. I like it. I know it's got a mixed review when it comes to the community and all that, and it definitely has its ups and downs in my eyes. But I feel like if I get better at it, it'll be more enjoyable. Where's this guy going? Okay, I need to swap this ability out. Let's put Repentance on. Let's just rely on the healer here. That way I can actually eat some stamina. Chase, what's up, man? You bought Elden Ring. Congratulations. Are you into Souls games? I don't know if you've ever talked about playing Souls games before or not, but Elden Ring's amazing, man. I hope you like it. Oh, man. I just hit an enemy that was friggin' immune with my ultimate. Oh, I probably shouldn't be taunting these enemies, huh? What do I trade that out for? Oops. Sorry, teammates. Hold on one moment. Binding Javelin? Yeah, that's a bad idea. We don't want to be taunting bosses and stuff. I forgot. I always forget that that's a taunt. Lag? Alright, we're good. It's one of your first, but you've played other Souls-likes. Alright. Wait. You have played other Souls-likes, but it's your first Souls-like. I'm confused. Obviously chose the worst class for extra challenge, the Wretch. I don't think the Wretch is the worst class, man. I think the Wretch is the most well-rounded. Like, I say that because why can't I can't use my ultimate. Oh, wait a minute. I've got the targeting bug. Hold on a second. Man, that's so stupid. I hate this targeting bug. It's so prevalent now for some reason. I can't use 99% of my abilities. I have one ability to work. I can't use auto attacks. I can't use my ultimate. I can't use my spear. I can't use my execute. The only thing I can do is jab.
Take note. We need to acquire one of these shiny attributes.
We're gonna fix this.
The blind master. Has she gotten far?
I just wanted to make sure the teammates were aware of what's going on with me, so I
don't think
can
she expected the
not get
whole to
booted or
give her a
something.
taste of my arenas.
But you start with no armor or shield. Oh, well, I guess.
You'll love it.
I guess we're stuck in combat. Am I gonna be allowed to log out? It's gonna be like 5 seconds until they put me back in combat again. Ooh. What is going on with this game right now? It's taking so long to do anything. There's like this weird disconnect. So you have played other Souls-likes, but this is your first actual Dark Souls game. I mean, technically, is Elden Ring actually a Dark Souls game? I don't know. It is a... Is it part of the Dark Souls lineage? Because I don't really know how to define that. I want to say it is, but I don't know. There's a part of me that's iffy about that. Oh, we do so much more damage now. Imagine that. Yeah, dude, the Wretch would be tough, I think. If you know how to dodge and all that, like, you're fine. It's really all you need. I'd say that's like 85% of Elden Ring. It's just dodging.
Take care of that annoying.
Oh, you've already got the horse? Thanks, son.
The Econier
Alright.
awaits.
Just like the Veil of the Surreal.
No survivors.
Uh-oh. We're gonna have to squeeze in a battleground too.
Big guy, right? We see your efforts.
Dang, dude, that freaking ad got in between me and the boss. That sucks. That's alright. I need to get better with the bow ultimate. It's not something I've really got much experience with. But you get to the Stormhill area and kill the big guys on their skin. The big guys on their skin. I don't remember who they are, to be completely honest. Give you 1,000 runes per one. Got to level 20 strength, 18 dexterity. Dude, it sounds like you're killing it.
Very good. I'll make a note.
Crude Red, what's up, man? I'm warped too, man. I'm warped today too, man. I wish I had more energy, but I just don't.
Trinkets, Master. Should we tell the champions not to touch it?
Why not give them the chance? It will be a good test of the locks and my ins.
You retired and always tired? Dang, bro. I wish I could retire.
Of course the blind pa couldn't get past my locks. Even I had to leave myself hints. Should have picked the other one.
I think I remember how to do the first two.
It's not that one.
Okay, wait.
Right, Twitter?
It's this. Right, yeah, that's the first one.
Locks open! Claim your prize! It'll help you in the future. Anything else up there
Retire to the
is
mountains
yours
and
as
chill.
well.
That does sound really nice, man. Nice and quiet. Out and away from everybody. A little bit of nature in your ears. In your neck.
Wanna fight? Let's fight.
Okay, I think this
Unlocked
one's the
this
two middle.
treasure and forgot about it. Maybe I'll remember what it is when you free it.
Okay, there's that one. The second one, or the third one, I mean, I think I remember what
And
it is.
use it against the blind.
It's been a minute. Oh, hell yeah, dude. Red, that sounds like the life, man. I'm hella jealous, to be honest. Okay, this one. It's in a. Wait, there's 4 of these, aren't there?
Powerful trinket. Think you can unlock it?
The barrier will crumble and I will take the Akonir for my prince.
Uh-oh.
That doesn't look right.
I don't remember how to do this one. I think this one got changed.
The solution was like that, only different.
It seems like it's backwards. Ari's locked in. He said, I heard the word weed. I'm here for it.
Make sure you have the line you want to eliminate before using the selection button. Speed this up. The fights are far more
This pattern is
entertaining.
so different than it used to be. Did it used to be something like completely different? I don't know this one. What the crap, dude? You know what? I bet it's the 3 ones in the middle.
You will not prevent me from reaching my goal.
Alright, they did change it.
This is one of my
100%.
favorite pieces. Use it in the fight against
Wait,
the
you waited
blind.
till you
You'll
retired to
see
start
why.
smoking?
And don't forget to collect your spoils.
Most people don't, but fair play to you. But growing vegetables, man, this is a game changer. It's awesome. I do not have a yard.
Claim the Akonir.
If I had a yard, I would freaking love to grow some veggies.
I will take the Akonir, and nothing will stop me. Die already! My spell destroys everything in my way! Time to increase the pressure. No escape.
Oh, he's reviving.
I'll entertain you with their techniques. Time to increase the pressure.
Alright, things got serious. I can hold this one. Yeah, that's just a lot of my health bar, that's all.
You insist on dying for that fool's amusement. I'll tear you down with the barrier.
A weak mini boss. I thought you were talking about this boss. I was like, dang, bro.
No escape.
Oh! Shame on me, dude. I just rolled off the cliff, man.
Incredible! I couldn't take my eyes off your face. You deserve recognition for that.
Dude, no worries, Jensen. I appreciate you hanging out with the stream in the background. That kind of stuff goes a long way. Them some watch hours, sir. Usually grow peppers, onions, maters. Got an apple orchard? Hell yeah, dude. Apple orchard, you should do peaches too. You gotta do like peaches and maybe even a lemon tree. I feel like lemon trees are underrated. But lemon trees, well, peaches are hella demanding. Like, they'll produce, like, depending on your situation and the quality of the tree, but like it'll produce like so much, and it needs to be harvested in like a small period of time to prevent things from spoiling and, you know, animals from coming up and eating them faces, because deer freaking love peaches, if you didn't know. But that sounds like the life, man. Hell yeah. Peppers, maters. Well, maters as in like potaters or like tomaters. Mafia, what's up, brother? Hello. EHST quest is what? What does that mean? What quest is this part of? What do you? I think that's what you meant. Oh, this is just a daily dungeon. It wasn't like a quest. I mean, there's a quest in the dungeon, but tomaters. Mafia likes tomaters. You just killed a demi-human queen? Dang, dude. Nice, Chase. It sounds like you're having a good time. I feel like Elden Ring is the pinnacle of just Souls games, man. It's so good. Not that. Let's do a Battlegrounds. Let's do a solo 8v8. Yeah. He said tomaters. Yeah, I've tried growing vegetables outside, like on my back deck, like using like, you know, like clay pots or terracotta pots. And it works to a certain extent. You're not going to get big yields on anything. But my biggest issue is freaking squirrels, bro. The squirrels are horrendous. They destroy everything.
Aside from this challenge.
Yes, daily, jelly, dilly. Daily challenge, dilly. Wait, what did I just get? There's a daily quest for something. I hope it doesn't make me fight a real person. I wanted to challenge other novice NPCs so I can get better. I had an idea today about this build. Of how to, like, orient it towards the ultimate, basically. And that would be something that would require us to get, like, major heroism as often as possible. Should I put on my other ability? Let's get the other heal on. Repentance is like a lot of fun. I love that ability. It's one of my favorites in the game. But it's just not great for PvP. Don't do much. I do keep it on the back bar though. Like I know we're not using 2 bars because we have the Oaken Soul Ring, but we still get the passive buff of the recoveries for having it on the back bar. Using 3 large weapons isn't a good idea? No, it's fine. It's fine, dude. There's no problem with 3 large weapons. I love the big weapons on Elder Scroll or Elden Ring, man. Like I love a big, heavy attack and strength build. Slows. Well, yeah, it slows you down. You gotta trade off with something. I got one shot by something. What hit me? My health bar didn't even move. That's crazy. I also need to change my situation over here to a toppling charge. I'm still on fire. You like a lance? Interesting.
Praise Akatosh, the ball is ours! We have the ball!
I didn't know that is how that worked. I've never gone up there before. Well, that was fun. I didn't know I could get up into their spawn like that, and I definitely didn't expect it to just kill me. Killed me. We were in there for a minute. It got serious. Dude, my foot is so itchy all of a sudden. My left foot. You ever get like the top of your foot to be itchy? That's the worst. The underside's actually worse than the top, but. He's gonna pick that up. I didn't want to take it from him if he was gonna get it. Dude, this build is crazy.
Defend that ball! Divine save us! The ball has been dropped!
Whoa! Whoa! There's a Nightblade on their team doing work. Alright, Sylvester. Calm it down, buddy. I don't know who you think you are. You love stealing balls from enemies? Mafia and you are going to get along real well. The two of you are going to be best friends. I need a way to get some movement speed.
a grip on that ball!
Ball is loose!
Okay. I'm doing really well.
Ball has been dropped!
Snatch the ball back! Quick!
No! We dropped the ball! Quickly! Grab the ball back!
Oh! Oh, teammates! I can't heal. I have no stamina.
We have the ball!
I'm dying to take damage. All right, we're good. It got intense.
Fetch that ball! Defend that ball! Defend that ball!
Dude, we're freaking on fire. I've got like 20 kills.
Divine save us! The ball has been dropped!
Keep a grip on that ball!
Fetch that ball! The ball has been dropped!
Ooh. Oh, I just couldn't get out. The game's about to end. 18-5. I didn't do jack squat for objectives, but I'll tell you what, I was pumping some numbies. How'd these guys do? 900,000, 800,000, 1 million damage. Good for him. I feel like 840,000 is not bad. For a build we've cooked up on our own that wasn't even supposed to necessarily be for PvP. I feel really good about it. I only had 3 assists, which feels odd. I guess I was finishing people off more than I was, like, actually helping fight. But that was a good one. Not bad. Let's eat the mail. Ooh. Sure, sure. I don't have room for those, but that's fine, whatever. We have 49 class scripts, dude. Are you freaking for real, dude? I need one more. I need 50 to get whatever it is that it's gonna give me. I have no idea, actually. Alright, there's that. What's this quest doing? What does it want us to do? Defeat a player. Nope. Not gonna happen. I want to duel some, like, dudes. I want to, like, put the whooping on, like, a regular guy, like an NPC kind of guy. Let's just go to, like, Krautwood. Let's go pick up our dailies so that we can get some more scripts. And then... Oh, I do want to play a Trails of Tribute match. I don't want to do a daily because I don't want to fight another player. I just don't know enough about the Tales of Tribute to actually get anything out of it. I feel like it's just going to be a waste of time getting stomped. The role-playing players are too intelligent to bully? What are you talking about? The card game? What are you talking about, Ari? Are you saying that I was just fighting bots in that? Is that what you're saying? I know the bow ultimate is really good, but it doesn't feel good to use. Like, how do I put this? It's just not a satisfying ability. There's gotta be a better ultimate. But it's just so good. Like, it does so much damage over time, and we scale so heavily with damage over time already. You know what we could do? The fiery contingency is crazy. But there is an ability that I think allows us to have major heroism. Like, I'd hate to not have a heal in the bar. And I'd hate to drop jabs, because jabs is just so good. Like, it's actually working now. The jabs that I had on a previous build was just buttons. Whatever I was doing it wrong. But whatever we're doing now, jabs feels just right. Big hops. Alright, now give me this. Give me this quest here. Thank you, thank you. And I think there's some Tales of Tribute players, like right here. Proficient, novice, expert. Give me this novice.
Looking forward.
Let's play a game. We'll see if I retained anything from yesterday. Mr. Purple, Mr. Red, and then we don't have any other choices. So, orange and blue. Alright. That's a good one. He goes first, though, which is so sad. He's going to pick that up, too. I can almost guarantee it. Or not. Give me that. What's this? I don't care about that. What's this? Patrons used. How? The number of patrons... The number of patron uses this player has remaining on their turn. Oh, I see. Okay, so I guess there's a way to get more? Calc is not short for calculator. Mafia. Calc is short for calculus. Buddy. So we gain power equal to coin paid -1. He gains power equal to coin paid -1. This... Okay, it's the same. So favor does no benefit. Why would he do that? He used the neutral, though, so he gained power. Okay. I have 4 coins? I can have 5 coins. I guess we're going to take this. Oh, it gave me 4 coins. We're going to take this, sacrifice one of these coins, and I get... Oh, I can't use another patron. Okay. I'm getting there. I'm getting a little bit better. Better. So he sacrificed one card from his played cards pile that costs 1 or more coins and gained prestige equal to the card's value minus 1. Then that patron favors him. So if he uses it again, it allows him to sacrifice another card from his played cards pile for the same thing. It's the same effect. Just, it already favors him. But now that it unfavors me, if I sacrifice a card from my played cards pile that costs 1 or more coins, I gain prestige equal to the card's value minus 1, but then it makes... Okay, so it's the same effect, it just, like, bounces back and forth from favored to unfavored. Gain 4 power. What's in my hand? I have a red. I don't have any purples yet. I would like this. What's this? This agent must be attacked first. I want this. Sacrifice 1 card. And it would sacrifice this card. But I would gain prestige equal to it minus 1. So I would gain 5 prestige if I sacrifice this card. I think I'd rather not. I didn't... Okay, I guess I didn't have a choice. Whatever. I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna take... Sacrifice 1 card. Game power equal to the coins paid. Let's take that. Minus 1. Since there was nothing else we could do with our coins aside from, like, use the treasury, and I don't know if that was the right move. If I had 2 coins left over, yeah, absolutely. Or even 3. But because I had, like, 5, I figured I'd get more value out of the Duke of Crows. So I would like to get the red. Acquire up to 1 card from the tavern at a cost of up to 5. You know what? I want this. I want to be able to draw cards. Sacrifice 1 card and gain prestige. Yeah, that's not worth it. That's 3 coins right there. Coins. What's this do? So it was neutral, so he paid 2 power. Have 1 agent card in your cooldown pile. Draw refresh upon return up to 1 agent card from your cooldown pile to the top of your draw pile. So in his hand now he has an agent card. This patron now favors you. So now that it's unfavored for me, I would have to pay 2 power to have 1 agent card. It's the same effect, but then it makes it neutral instead. It's the same effect. If I do this and then do this, do I get the combo with that technically? No. Replace one card in the tavern. Gain 2 coins. I think I'd like to do... Pay all your coin. It would just give me 1 power. Matt, what up, brother? Hello. We're gonna just turn that into a writ. It just doubles the value of that coin card. I kind of want that. Oh, you prick. What a prick, dude. Okay. So, I could maybe... Opponent has 1 agent card in their active agent's pile. Pay 4 coins to knock out that agent. You're gonna beat the Tree Sentinel? The Tree Sentinel's a good one, especially off rip, dude. When you're naked. XZI13, dude, thank you so much for the follow and the raid, dude. Much appreciated, sir. I'm just gonna call you Z, if that's cool. And a bunch of names with letters and numbers and stuff. Guys, thank you very much for following. I kind of would like to use this and knock out his Thangalang. Pay 4 coins. That would leave me with 3. Guys, welcome aboard to Twitch. This gives a value of up to 5. Let's do... Alright, you know what? Let's knock that out. And then our other 3 coins, I guess, are gonna just do nothing. Let's do this. What am I gonna replace here? I don't know. Let's just replace one of these. What? It didn't replace it? What the crap, dude? Okay. Whatever. Matt, I think he's just starting out, man. Brand spanking fresh and new. Combo 2, and then we get a combo 3. This is a really good roll for us in hand. So 1, combo 2, and then this is a 4-piece combo. This is going to draw a card for us. This has a 2-piece combo. So I could get this and get a card from the tavern at a that has a cost of up to 9. It has a 2-piece combo as well. Or I could pay all my coin and gain 9 power from this, putting me at 12. Which would put me at 24 prestige. I feel like this is quite good. With a cost of up to 9. We're going to take that. Pay 2 power to have 1 agent in your cooldown pile. Yeah, let's do that. I know that's like a little bit redundant, but that's okay. So yeah, that puts that in my hand immediately. That you're not using magic? Matt, I agree with you. I love the strength builds. The magic is fun in the game, but it makes things a little bit too easy almost. Alright, so I was not paying attention to what he did, but whatever. So like this. Is this gonna get me anywhere? Gain 2 power? I might just pick that up. Part of me does want the Dreaming Cave. just to draw cards. But the taunt would be nice. So let's do the taunt. And I have 7 more coins. Replace up to 1 card. Oh, is that because I comboed it? I think it is. I could get both of these horns. Oh, hell yeah. What's in my pile? I'd have to replace 1 card. I kind of like this one just because it lets me combo. But it wouldn't be bad to replace it. It wouldn't really do much for me to use these either. So let's just do that. What's it? More throwing knives. So you're a consumable user, huh? I don't like consumables in Souls games, dude. I never use them. Don't get throwing knives? Yeah, I wouldn't recommend it either. I'd save you whatever it is that you got going on. Wait, can I use this? Acquire up to 1 card. Sure. So this will give me 2 power. I could get... Okay, so pay 2 power to have 1 agent put in your top. I would kind of like to do that. But I'd kind of need to start getting some prestige on the board. You know what? We're gonna do it. That's gonna go on top and be in our next hand. And I guess we're just gonna pick that card up, because whatever. I think we come back pretty hard here. That's fine. I don't have an issue with what he just did. Pay 2 power to have 1 agent card in your cooldown. Or we could pay all of our coin to get 5 prestige. Game power equal to the coin paid, -1. Sacrifice a card. What would be my... It would be my card from the played cards pile. So, it could be a gold card. I don't think that's a problem. I'd rather sacrifice a card. Because... Would I? No, he doesn't... No. I don't think I want to sacrifice a card. Because I'm not trying to cut through any defenses here. So, like, if we get power, it just goes straight into our prestige. And it's the same value from either one. Although, if he wanted to pull this again, he'd have to use it to sacrifice a card. But it doesn't have an unusable effect when it's favoring him, so it doesn't matter, I don't think. Okay, he's going to try to cut through this. He's going to leave 1 point left, yeah. That's going to give me... Oh, it's a 3-piece combo. That's a 2-piece combo. I'd almost rather draw a card. And this, unfortunately, is not going to give me the 3-piece combo. Alright, so we're going to get rid of that. And then I think... Am I going to sacrifice a card? No, I'd rather gain power. Alright. I don't think that's a problem. Gain 2 power from this. I wouldn't mind having that. Does this give me coins? Give me 1 coin. Would put me at 7 instead of 8. Man, that's a good card. Rally's crazy. I wouldn't mind having another taunt. Pay 2 power to have 1 agent card. You know what? I'm gonna do that. Because that gives me 3 power. I think that's worth it. Yeah, that's a stacked hand right there. And we can still get this card. Oh, you dirty dog. He took it out of the friggin' pile. I didn't expect him to have enough coin to buy it. I was so excited. Okay. Okay, this does not have a combo, but this does, so we would gain more power from placing that down first and this down second. This would, I guess, just give me 1 power? And this would allow me to pick up any card here, except for the one that costs 10 points. Call on 1 additional patron this turn. I mean, that's pretty good. Just gain 4 power. Contract cards are played immediately when purchased and are not added to the deck. Contract cards are played immediately, so we could do this too. We're pretty well stacked right now. Gain prestige equal to that card's power. What would I sacrifice, though? And are not added to your deck. We could sacrifice imprisonment, I think. Oh, we can't. You know what? 13 power. That'll put us right, like, well over the top. I don't think there's any chance they come back from that one. I'm getting better. I'm starting to learn. Didn't really do much for me, did it? 22 minutes. It took 22 minutes to get through that game. Man, it takes way too long to, like... Alright, let me critique a little bit. I don't know what the multiplayer matches are like, but let's open this box. 22 minutes of gameplay got us this. Well, granted, that's not bad. Sure, we'll use that. But 80 gold, basically, that's it. It's not really worth your time, man. And I know that's not like an official game, it's just an NPC. And on the low tier too. So maybe it's worth the investment of your time to get to the higher tiers, but it just doesn't seem valuable at all. Like, from that perspective, man, from what we just did, that's a mega waste of time. It's fun. If you like card games, it's fun. But productivity-wise and like progress through the game wise and, you know, like bang for your buck kind of time wise, like it's just, that's a waste. Excuse me? I am not immobilized. There's no way they hit me. Through the wall? Oh, and they all run away. That's good for them. Yeah, go get them, guard. Man, at this point, we're never going to get through the next world. Well, Umbra's next, and I'm procrastinating like hell. I mean, I really would like some rids. Or sorry, some script. There's too many words in this game. It's hard to keep track of them all. An empty altar? Somebody must have just ran through here. There they are. Dude, no worries, Jace. Good night to you, man. I appreciate you dropping in and hanging out for a little bit. Much love and a very much so good luck towards your experience on Elder Scrolls, man. Or, excuse me, Elden Ring. I don't know why I can't keep the two of them, like, together, but whatever. You know what I mean. Alright, I'm a bit lost. I don't want to pick up that quest, but I feel like I might need to, because I'm never going to be able to find it again. Oh, I'll never find it again. Let's just do it.
My way.
What's he want from us? We're gonna be on our way to Stormhaven fairly soon anyway. If we ever get through these worlds. Mafia, you're late. 5 plus 5 is 10. Now, let's just turn this in while we're here. I think it should be somewhat convenient. Oh, yeah. In Reaper's March. I'm glad they put scripts into these kind of dailies. Into your Mage's Guild, your Fighter's Guild, your Undaunted dailies. It adds a big incentive. I'm pretty grateful for it. Like, I feel like there was no reason at all ever to do those dailies previously. Oh, perfect timing. Dude, I thought I was gonna hit multiple targets with that ultimate for a second, and I got kind of excited.
Where is that failed sword saint now? Brooding in some sandy cave on the edges of oblivion. The skins of those you love will fly as my banners.
Did he just say he's gonna make flags out of our family? The skin of our family members? I think that's what he said. He was like, yeah, I'm gonna make flags out of the skin of your family members. That's pretty dark, man. I feel like it wouldn't fly very well. Way over here to this public dungeon. I am tempted to play another tribute match. I know if I do like a PvP tribute match, I'm just gonna get stomped on. So I kind of don't want to do that. But we also really need to start Glenumbra. Start pushing through the campaign on through Glenumbra. Glenumbra is going to be a long one too. The sooner the better. And tribute honestly is not priority, but so maybe we just do Glenumbra. I can't believe that game was 22 minutes long though. That's crazy. Excuse me. Somebody else is in here. What the heck, dude? Killing all my friends? I'm enjoying the bow build. This is so much more fun than the heavy attack. It's not nearly as, like, clean and efficient. It's definitely partly due to the fact that I just don't have, like, a solid grasp of the build yet. Because, like, the heavy attack build is so easy to get your hands around, or your mind around it. But this is pretty simple. It's just some of the abilities don't flow as smoothly as I would like, and I'm just trying to, like, find the right combos for the right timings. And it's good. 10 out of 10 recommend bow. Wow, I just used my ultimate for nothing. Am I about to pay the gold to fast travel? Yeah. Yeah, I am. Alright, give me 3 scripts I don't have yet. Give me something cool. Give me like Major Expedition passively forever. For fun. Because I said so. I doubt that's a thing, but that would be crazy. Or just Major Heroism. Passively. Now, I believe there is a way to get Major Heroism already, and I think I have access to it. But I'm pretty sure I've got to use the trample thing, the one horse mount that like runs over enemies, and that thing is hella inconvenient. It's like, I don't know. I don't like that ability. I want to like it because it's got some good passives that come with it, major heroism, for example. And it's just freaking, it's so slow. The charge time is the main issue, I think. And the projectile that travels forward is like definitely not PvP friendly at all. But I might be down to give it a shot. Light Fury, who are you, dude?
As bad as
I don't know what you want me to say. Like, do you want to say my name? Like EXO Beaver? Because I feel like that's kind of silly. Adds a multi-target hit to a scribed skill when written to a grimoire. We have all these. Okay, we need to like do a little something something. Boom. Let's put those up. We're going to keep those on us because tomorrow we should be able to have that finished. And dang, bro. Light Fury, how dare you do me like that? I'm not that thick. Wow, that's a lot of those, huh? I'm gonna deconstruct these on the other character. I was kind of trying to avoid filling up the bank with all this stuff, but it's fine. There was more in here somewhere. Alright. Boom. Wow, those are actually kind of pricey. We're definitely not selling them, though. That would be ridiculous. How to be a big streamer by numbers? What, be fat and like yell a lot? Is that how? Let's get rid of that. And the rest of it is just whatever. Dude, I keep forgetting to do this. We need to go down to the guild stores right now, before I forget again. And then after we go to the guild store, we're gonna head back upstairs. We're gonna hit our research up for the rings, because that's what we're doing. We're looking for triune or protective on the ring, or just protective on the necklace. Preferably something for the ring, because I'd rather do that one first. Whatever's got the smallest, the research time. Let's do a little bit of that. Refresh that armor. Okay, how do I do this? Traits. Let's look for triune. Any enchantments, doesn't matter. Triune on the ring is 18k? That feels like it's a little bit on the steep side. 10k, that's what I'm talking about. Let's check and see if there's anything cheaper. But 10k is probably the going rate. Wow. There's a lot of those. Oops. What if it was 100k? I just didn't realize it. Am I broke? No, we're good. Oh, we're gonna go research that immediately. I didn't check the other researches too, so we need to do that too. But I kind of would like to take a look at the scribing abilities one more again and see if there's anything that I feel like we need to throw in there. Like, major heroism would be amazing, but I'd have to give something up. That's filled up.
This one hears the strangeness that South Point has ended. Seems that the prince was
What are we doing? Any divines need researched? Oh, why am I not researching divines on those, man? Let's just do something like that. Matt, good night to you, brother. Thank you for hanging out a little bit. Much love to you. That's fine. And then this ring goes in here. Jeez, holy crap. My arms are short, apparently. Boom, boom, boom. Now, we'll have to do protective for each one of these two, but not for 21 more days. So, excuse me? I'm feeling cheap, so let's not spend the money to fast travel real quick. Okay, where am I going? Ivea. Boom, 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 boom. I'm glad Ivea got another use. Ivea felt like it was kind of empty and worthless. I'm glad that this is here. Okay. Major heroism for 10 seconds. Generating 3 ultimate every 1.5. But only if you land the attack, I think, which complicates things a little bit. Removes 1 damage shield effect. Interesting. Oh, 10k. Wait a minute. Did this get buffed? Am I tripping balls, dude? Huh. Concussion. Wait. Afflicts enemies with the concussion, sundered, and hemorrhaging status effects. Is that crazy? All 3? Leave behind a field of caltrops for 10 seconds, dealing 200 physical damage every second. I wonder if combining this with... I doubt it. I doubt it. But I wonder if combining this with our current ability that increases the... What is this? It deals physical damage. I think it has to be a direct attack. And I don't know if caltrops are direct attack. But if it would increase the damage by 2,000, that could be crazy. Adds 30 seconds of the duration... Wait. To the duration of the existing continuous attack passive. What? Why? That's stupid. I don't like that. Mangle would be cool too. Okay, what else provides heroism though? Like, heroism's not in there. It is in the Torchbearer, but this is like majorly inconvenient. But it also has more ult buildup for each sweep. Wonder if you have to be in combat to gain this effect. Like the major heroism from it. Is it major or minor? No, that's minor. We already have minor heroism. What? A 10k damage shield for 6 seconds, granted you and your allies. Are you serious? That sounds like it's too much. That does sound like it's too much. See, I can't get heroism from this, or else I'd use that. I can't get heroism from that. That would have to be a freaking... Yeah, we can't even get it from that, but that would have to be a staff. I feel like trample's kind of our requirement here. Vulnerability is cool and all. Man, if I could get it from this, that'd be so good. What does that say? It reduces movement speed by 30% for 8 seconds. Heals for 10k. Straight up. On proc, I'm assuming. Alright. I think we go trample here. Major heroism. Increases damage up to 20 times. That's insane. That's 20 times 5. That's 100. So up to 100% increased damage based on how many enemies it hits. 5%. So you'd have to hit 20 enemies, which is just too many. I feel like this damage got buffed. 10k sounds like so much more than it used to be. We could do lingering damage. These caltrops are worthless. The sundered and hemorrhaging status effects and concussion. You know what? We're gonna go with that. Let's try this. Let's give it a shot, see how it feels. Like, I don't know how stupid this is gonna be, because it feels like it might be kind of stupid. But, or you know what? I was gonna replace jabs with it, and I was like, that's stupid, right? That's just stupid. What if we replaced our spear with it, but... What did I have on here? We want physical damage, we want heroism, and then instead of that... Oh, shoot. Wait, I'd have to replace physical damage. We could put a stun on it. So it would cut the damage down by 50%. It's a lot of damage reduction. And it's also a hard stun to hit, I feel like. I don't know. Maybe I just replace Oosfield's contingency with this. But I was kind of planning on putting Oosfield's contingency on, like, to buff the trample. Do we need a crowd control effect? I feel like in PvP, yeah. Yeah, you do. I really, really like poison injection. This is a tough decision. Our bar is tight. We'd have to drop a heal. Could I get a heal from something else, though? Not really. What? See, that roll-up time is just too much. You know what? Is that cool? What if we'd like... we'd do a little bit of that? Is that a lot of burst? I feel like that's a lot of burst. I feel like that's a lot of burst. No, wait a minute. Oops, I didn't mean to use that. Okay, so we would pop Oozefield's Contingency. I think that's backwards. Oops. We would go Oozefield's Contingency. No, that's not right either. Oozefield's and then like a charged heavy attack into this. No, that doesn't feel right. Something's off about it. It would be Oozefield's into this. We can't really do a lighter heavy attack in front of the charge here. So we would go like Oozefield's and then the trample. And then like a light attack. And after the light attack, we go poison injection into the dash forward with the jabs follow up. And then our ultimate charges so fast. Because we have minor heroism already, right? Yeah, we have minor and major heroism with this. So like, we'd go something like this. Something like this. So, something like this, something like this. I feel like it's not running forward. Can I not cast this twice in a row? What's going on here? This ability cannot be reactivated while your mouth is already attacking. So, is it the major heroism that I'm seeing take over time? Because... okay, can I cast it immediately? I can. It's just hard to see sometimes. Yeah, it can't be recalled. Got it. What the heck? Okay, I don't know what happened there. Where are they going? Come back. I feel like that's a nasty combo. I'd like to be able to get the knockdown. So like this right here where it knocks an enemy down and stuns them. I'd like to get that off before the mount connects. But the mount doesn't really have that much range. Like I can't hit from here, can I? I can. It's got more range than I think it does. How much range? It says 5 meter radius. But how far does it run? What's that mount ability? It's trample. Okay, so that doesn't connect. Ooh, that doesn't connect. Okay, well, I guess that doesn't connect anymore either. So trample is one of the scribed abilities. And it's the only way you can get major heroism that I know of through scribing so far. And it's from the assault skill tree. So sundered, well, I have it turned into sundered trample. So like, I've got it set to do physical damage, and I think it got a buff, dude. I don't remember it doing 10k. I feel like it used to do like 4.8k. Maybe it's something to do with my build adjustment. That might be why it is showing a higher like stat pool there. But 10k feels good. And then I've got it to afflict concussion, sundered, and hemorrhaging. But you can, instead of doing physical damage with 10k, you can have it stun enemies and do half as much damage. So that's cool, right? Although I like my like dash forward to stun. And then the major heroism for 10 seconds is crazy. So like my thoughts here are Oosfield's it's got 3 million health, and that was 7%. How much damage was that? What's 7% of 3 million? It was 200,000. Almost. I think if I want to weave in the injection, I cannot stun the enemy before the mount gets to them. I think I follow up with that. So like maybe, dang, I really want to put like, I want to put the bow ability on my bar too. Like, is Oosfield's contingency worth keeping? Because it is so good. It's just so good. But is it working the way I think it is? Does this proc? Look at all that damage. Like, that's some crazy good burst damage. If I'm quick about it and I get the burst lined up properly, Oosfield's does proc in the AoE of the enemy. So like, what if I'm late? Yeah. Wait a minute. Is it proc? Oh. Okay, so casting the mount does proc Oosfield's contingency in advance. So like originally, I was using Oosfield's and then dashing in. And Oosfield's waits to proc until you make connections, like until you make a contact with the enemy, with the dash, right? So like, that's really convenient how it works like that. But if I do, I'm out of magic. So like even if I, oops, well, that was a mistake. We're gonna wait here for a second until our magic pops back up. But if I wait here and I stay as far away as possible, it should give a pretty easy example as to why I like the dash afterwards. So yeah, it waits until you connect to the enemy. But with the mount, there's the burst. So it's a pretty tight combo if you want to get it properly. You kind of almost have to be on top of somebody. And like, do I pop another Oosfield's before I use my ultimate? Is that the major heroism? Yes, that is the major heroism. Hold on, I'm trying to build the ultimate back up. I'm curious if my ult gets benefited by Oosfield's like 2000 damage buff. Another thing, like, does the mount need to put me in combat? Like, do I need to make connectivity with the enemy with the mount if I want the major heroism proc? Like, can I just send it over here? Ain't no way. Wait, no, I am in combat. Hold on, do I need to be in combat? That's the question. No, are you serious? Or wait, no, I'm not gaining any heroism. Ew, so you do need to be in combat. Yeah. You gotta be in combat. What am I gaining? I'm getting 4 per tick. I was gaining 4 per tick. So minor heroism, I think, gives you 1 every 1.5 seconds, and major gives you 3 every 3.5 seconds. So, sorry, every 1.5 seconds. 3 every 1.5 seconds. So every 1.5 seconds would be gaining 4 ultimate, and if we're maintaining our auto attacks, we gain more. Yeah, there's another tick in there. So if we're landing auto attacks, light attacks, or heavy attacks, I don't know what the bonus is, but I think it lasts 10 seconds. And then you just gotta keep weaving attacks, but... Oh, I friggin' jacked it up, dude. I'm such a nub. It'd be much easier if I had like a well of an alien well or something, but I don't know where to find one. Now, this mount is aimable, so like you do have to specifically aim it. Does a lot of damage though. $11,000 damage? $11,000 damage on crits. I kind of like the mount, but I kind of don't like the mount. Alright, so without ooze fields, 11,000. Alright, let me get one more test with ooze fields. I kind of like the amount of burst I get from it. Alright, so with ooze fields, we are looking at 12,000. What did I do wrong the first time? Let me let ooze fields run out, just in case that's like interfering with something. Alright, 12,000. So ooze fields does affect the ultimate, but it doesn't seem to affect the crits, which is weird. It's very strange. Alright. Now we gotta test it. No, we don't have a heal though. I gotta figure something out for the heal. Do I need a heal? Like, if our team is locked in, then obviously we shouldn't really need a heal. But like, do I need injection? Should I replace injection with the heal? I like injection. It's a fun ability. I might not need it. Can I squeeze in another one then? Like, could I squeeze in... I don't know, I feel like it's hard to pass up on good old resolving vigor. Let's try it. Let's give it a shot. And while we wait for the queue, we are going to jump back into the next world. So, boom, 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 boom. As much as I appreciate poison injection, it is a fun ability. We're experimenting a little bit. Now, I am curious, do we lose any passives? With bow equipped, with bow equipped, with bow equipped, with bow equipped, with bow equipped. Okay, so we're not losing any passives for not having, like, an actual bow ability on the bar. Alright, Glenumbra it is, yeah? Yeah. Dr. Rhea, we need to go finish that main quest for, I think it's Betnik. Oh, Betnik. I feel like as a Nightblade, this would be a fun little bursty build. Because, like, you could just sneak up on somebody. You could just go invisible, proc, like, all your stuff. You know, you get all your buffs active and whatnot. Your Oosfields, and then you can do your charged attack. I'm assuming you can do your charged attack while you're invisible. And it only makes you not invisible whenever you drop the mount. So, like, you could just roll right up on somebody, and you could even use the mount to stun the enemies too. And there's a script in there that does more damage based on how many players it hits, how many enemies it hits. It doesn't have to be players. So, up to 20 times. 20 times 5% was 100%. So, like, if you don't do the stun, you would, like, what would that be? That'd be 20k damage, and it could proc a crit for 40k. That could be crazy.
The proud city of Daggerfall greets you. Can I help you with something?
I don't know, dude. I'm just here.
The Seamount War Chief?
Yeah.
Impressive. I don't know what you did to convince him, friend. But you have my gratitude. Well done. I will take this petition to High King Emmerich immediately. Enjoy your stay in Daggerfall.
Thanks, dude. We'll have to finish that quest when we come back. I feel like Domination is a good place to try this out, yeah? Alright, so I did, like... I did switch this up. He looks cool. We had people leave the group already. What does that mean? Does that mean it's gonna end after 5 minutes? What happened? I feel like I'm kind of slow. I do gain major hero or major expedition for dodge rolling though. Just major expedition, not minor. For 4 seconds after you use your dodge roll. I might have to make use of that. Because I don't really have a great way to obtain some movement speed. Obviously, if I get a kill, I've got that one passive from the tree in the red. But the deal with the tree in the red is that I kind of would like to maybe put something else in there. Rather than that major expedition. It's really nice for PvE. PvP, it's hit and miss. And I'm feeling like something else would be better. Oh, can you not do this while you're in a battleground? They're not champion point battlegrounds anyway. Alright, teammates, log it in. We're trying new things. Huh. Wow. That provides a lot of buffs. That was Oosfield's. So, oh, Oosfield's also provides buffs to your teammates. So do I get... Oh, no. It's just major heroism for me, right? Grants you major heroism. That'd be freaking insane if it granted it to your team, too. But does Oosfield's give the 2k extra damage to my teammates? I think it does.
Pounce on the wind!
Oh, dang, bro. He is super tanky. I was trying to get my ult off, but I didn't have enough time. It's a weird combo to pull off, like, in combat, because it does take a minute to release it properly.
Is the point.
I have no idea how I died. They didn't even throw anything at me. They just, like, looked my direction and I fell over. Wait, what? How am I dying? Who's killing me? Because I'm not getting hit by abilities. I'm not getting hit by attacks at all. Yeah, I have no idea what's killing me. What is killing me? Dude, what the crap?
Miserable Phil. The point is lost.
I think we just got put up a bunch of, or sorry, put up against a bunch of nasty, sweaty, friggin' dirtbags. It might be a server disconnect too, because I mean that time was a little legitimate death, but I don't know what's happening with the random immense amount of attacks that come in from there. How? I'm just dead. I'm stuck inside the wall now too. This is a bad match. We got set up for failure. I'm not doing any damage. That's so tragic, dude. I feel like it's worthless in PvP. Even though it seems like it's supposed to be a PvP ability and... Man. I can't do anything, man. Unfortunately, the enemy team has healers, and I don't believe we do. Which is kind of a make it or break it scenario. How did he do that? He was stunned. It's not working. That guy's gonna have like 4 million healing at the end of this match, though. Okay, maybe not that much. The match is almost over. I wouldn't put it past like 1.5 for a 5-minute match. We got a bunch of AFK teammates too, which is just friggin' embarrassing. We had like 3 people that were just standing around the whole time. Okay. 15 kills, good for him. 121,000 healing does not make any sense. We're gonna try it again. I don't believe it. I think that we got set up to fail on that one. What's this? It's a harborage? It is. I'm a bit salty, I'm not gonna lie. I just wanted to have fun. That was one of those moments where we're just like, there's no chance of having any fun at all. What are we doing here? Where are we starting? We're gonna start like right here? I don't know, I don't feel like I'm doing any damage with that ability either. Like, it doesn't seem like it connects in PvP at all. I'm definitely getting... Nah, I don't even feel like I was getting the major heroism. My ult wasn't even up that much. So, what the heck going on, man? So the mount doesn't need to connect to an enemy to grant major heroism, but I do need to be in combat to receive the benefit of the major heroism. Which that shouldn't be an issue in a battleground. It really shouldn't, but... I don't know, it's such a hard ability to hit because it moves so slow. Somebody left the battleground? Does that mean the match is gonna close? It moves so slow and enemies move so fast, making it like, especially with the charge time, it makes it almost impossible to connect the ability properly. We've already lost a teammate. I think we just got set up to fail again. Who does that, bro? Who joins a match, accepts the queue, says yes to the queue, and then leaves?
The game is almost ours!
I can't use... What the freaking heck's going on here? I'm being stunned! What's happening? I got stunned like 19 times in a row, dude. The healer's killing me. What is happening, dude? These guys are actually, like, playing PvP. Which I didn't think that was supposed to happen in, like, the non-CP battlegrounds. It just doesn't do any damage. Literally no damage. And that guy can't be knocked down. Good lord. Where is he going? Oh, he used the bow backflip. They just don't die. Dang, dude. Did I just connect to a blast bones? Dude, that's so sad. You gotta hand it to the Nightblade for being a Nightblade. I feel like my sustain went down really poorly too. I don't think you can dodge roll out of that I think that has dark something. Dark Convergence. Holy actual crap. Man, I keep getting stunned out of my charge for it, which is not making things easy. Every time I press the button, I get stunned. I'm stunned again by something I couldn't say. I just can't move. Some guy sitting underneath the bridge? What is that? What's he using? I think that was a Destro staff ability. What? The Nightblade, bro! I can't do anything. I'm helpless, man. Even when they stand still, I don't do any damage. I feel like I got nerfed significantly by putting this ability on the card. man, oh dang. I hate to say it, but I think this trample's garbage in PvP. I don't think I've hit a single enemy with it the entire match. I have no idea what killed me. I did do 1,000,000 damage. Almost. But I only had 7 kills. I didn't feel nearly as good about that match as any other match. I feel like it's an impossible ability to land in PvP. Enemies move so fast compared to that mount. It's almost like the mount's traveling in slow motion compared to the enemies. And the charge time is a serious cripple. Like, it's really hard to actually get the ability off to begin with, let alone connect it. And even if you're on the right path, even if everything's perfect, there's like a 98% chance that the enemy just like dodge rolls. Which is kind of soul crushing. I don't think I like it very much. I'm going to try it again. We're going to queue up for one more. Because I want it to work. But I think the just straight up poison injection is significantly better. Major heroism's not worth it. I can't use it? I kind of just need to play the back line. Why don't we go around the side? Let's go around the side and play more ganky instead of directly forward. It was tough in that last match. The enemy team stuck together very well. Level 156. What are you doing in Battlegrounds, bro? They shouldn't have even given it to you. He's got some cool looking stuff though. I think that came from the crate, unfortunately. Concussion, sundered, and hemorrhaging status effects. Does my set piece give hemorrhaging? Bleed damage. I think bleed damage specifically has a chance to provide hemorrhaging. But if I'm being honest, I don't even know exactly what hemorrhaging does. I know it's similar to something like burn. Like it's just tick damage over time, but I think it has a different effect. Thank you for intrusively teleporting me across the map. Come on, enemy team, lock it in. This guy's cool looking.
They'll take defeat!
Okay, so he's impossible. I didn't mean to dodge roll to interrupt my ultimate. That was kind of tragic. Wow, dude, they're stuck together like friggin' glue. Come on, teammates, do something about it. Wow, I did no damage to any of those guys. What? Let me up. Let me up. I just can't get the horse to connect. Uh-oh. Well, that's another Nightblade for you. Actually, yeah, he's a Nightblade. How did I die? I wish I could see my recap, but there's no button bindings for it, unfortunately. I got one shot by something. Something I couldn't see. Oh, that's good that that does 100 damage. Red, what's up, man? Yeah, we're sauced. Yeah, I'm not killing him. They're so stuck together. Like, our teammates are just scattered. Nobody can work together, and the enemy team is like Zergan, unfortunately. We gotta go again. I tried. I tried really hard. I feel like I was sweating. It's crazy, dude. I'm queuing for standards. It's not even competitive. Like, the people are playing super sweaty right now. I was hoping to find a quest up here. You know what? Screw this. Why don't we just use the zone guide? I was gonna, like, run around until I found something. What a silly thing to do. Enhance. Enhance. Oh, let's try to duel this guy. He's level 13. Oh, he said no. I much prefer a game mode with objectives rather than just plain deathmatch. Deathmatch is freaking stupid. I feel like deathmatch needs something to break the enemy team up. Like, it needs, like, lava puddles on the ground or something. Anything. Or, like... I don't know. Just something to mix it up, because deathmatch freaking sucks. Objectives are significantly better. Can we get, like... No, because we're not in combat. Blue Sork and X Rupert TX and Soda, they were all playing again previously. It's like the same people doing Battlegrounds, and unfortunately there's no coordination with these guys. I think Gwyneth had played too. We do have maybe a healer on our team though. Is it this guy? No, it's the same level 157 as before. It's basically a rematch, which is actually really bad. I wanted things to be a little bit different, but whatever. You love Battlegrounds in your Necro tank? Custom sword and shield build. So, you just don't die, huh?
Unbelievable! They secured the point!
Can't use anything. I was trying to use potions and dodge roll, but it wasn't letting me. Must have Pokemon Duckling. Hello, sir. That's all good, brother. Don't apologize. Yeah. We've talked about Oblivion like 452,000 times. But we're not gonna mess with it quite yet. So, where's my freaking abilities at, man? How comes everybody else gets to, like, insta-cast everything and it connects, like, with no disconnect at all? No lag, no nothing. I can't connect. Ugh, Night Blades, bro. Why did I just get ganged up on by like 9 people? Gotta weave light attacks and interrupts into that thing. Live every third beat. mean, I'm trying to weave light attacks. Or are you talking about to kill you as a necro? Oh yeah, dude. I would imagine.
We've captured the point!
See, I dodge rolled.
The capture point moved! We're nigh unstoppable! We've taken the point!
He just takes no damage, man. I was using my ultimate. I dropped everything I had and he took no damage. It's just impossible, dude. This ability's trash. I think I've made up my mind. It does literally no damage. Like in Battlegrounds, it does like 12 damage. Not 12,000, 12 damage in total. It's freaking worthless. The charge up time and the time it takes for it to get to the enemies. It does nothing. I'm hella disappointed. People just can't be stunned. Man, that's freaking hard.
point has moved.
Can't dodge roll anymore. What the crap? I'm dead. One wrong stun, dude, and it's just over. Just basic battlegrounds fights. Gotta make them cook their resources. Fascists and light attacks are free damage for interrupts. I don't know how people interrupt me perfectly every single time, though. No, you did not. Come on, not dead.
We captured the point!
He just goes invisible. It's just a Nightblade tank. Ah, dang. Yeah, I think I've made up my mind. I do not like this ability in the slightest. I really want to. I'm trying to force it, but it's just not working.
The capture point moves! Took the point!
They captured the point! No, the point is theirs!
That guy does not die. Poor that guy, the friggin'... Are we back to like tank meta and PvP?
A momentary setback! They've taken the point!
Outstanding! We have secured the point!
Bang. Get me out of here. I'm done with it. I'm good. Don't need this ability anymore. I have 1.1 million damage. 20 assists, 14 kills. I don't know. When you put it like that, it doesn't seem like it was that bad of an ability. But I can't help but wonder, like, would it have been significantly better the other way around with just like the poison injection. 21 with 1.2 million. 1.1 million healing. I don't know. I want to like it, man. Might have to run bark skin on your build. Ooh, what is that? I'm pretty squishy. Is it one of these? I actually have no idea what bark skin is. Oh, armor? What? Like an ability? I have no idea what you're on about. What is bark skin? I'm not switching my 5-piece sets though. Nah, I don't like sustain sets. I don't know. Nah, it's not for me. Reduces the duration of immobilizations and snares applied to you by 50%. When an immobilization or snare is applied to you, heal for X amount of health. Nah, this is not something I like to use. I'm not saying it's not good. I try to stay away from things like that. I don't like sustain sets very much. I don't really like tank sets very much, at least in terms of PvP. Like, I don't know. I know I just need to like get over myself because there's like an obvious way to play. But like, the way I see it is that I feel like you should be able to play however you want and find enjoyment in that. And there's clearly like an imbalance in the game with the meta and all that. What was I gonna do? Because like if you don't run, whoa, what the heck? If you don't run like very specific abilities and all that, you just like, you don't have a chance of competing. And I like to create my own stuff. I like to experiment and try to have fun. And this ability is supposed to be part of scribing, and it's supposed to be like PvP oriented. It's part of the assault tree, and it's literally one of the worst abilities I could ever ask for in a PvP scenario. It's so bad. It's got a, like, not only is the charge time like crippling, but the travel time for the ability to actually connect to the enemy is even more of a freaking handicap. I just don't think this is good at all. I want to like it because it's silly. It's a meme. It's a joke. Like, it's meant to be like enjoyable, but in a, like, it's not good. I don't know. I think, like, maybe if you're a Nightblade, you could probably use that. But if you're a Nightblade, there's so much else that's significantly more important to use than something like that. We're gonna follow Giblets. Like, as a Nightblade, you could sneak up on somebody as an invisible little nasty, little slime bag, and you could get that charge rolling. I think. I don't know if like a channel time ability is gonna pull you out of invisibility or not, but I think they need to do one of two things for that ability to be meaningful or even like remotely useful at all. They either need to remove the travel time, or they need to
will not be tolerated.
remove the cast time. Like, it can't have both, dude. It's just too much stacked on top of that ability. It really hurts it. I feel like the travel time's fine. Like, I like comboing it with the stun. I don't know, because you can put a stun on it. If you put a stun on the ability, you wouldn't need a stun at all, but you would never land it. That's just not possible. In a Cyrodiil, like, situation, because there is a script for it that increases damage by 5% up to 20 times. So if you hit 20 enemies with that one ability, it'll do 100% more damage, which I just don't think that's enough. If you hit 20 enemies, it should do more than 10k damage. But I don't know. You don't want it to be broken, but it is severely underpowered, I feel like. That and a lot of other scribing abilities.
Flowers for sale. A posy to gain a sweetheart's favor, perhaps?
How about you fix my ability, lady? Then we'll talk.
Oh, that's a pity. Well, now this is a mess. I'm taking a chance here. Sometimes I hear strange things, like what's on that note. Black roses with thorns. I've heard whispers of dark nature magic. That's just the kind of thing Roy, your dead man, would be interested in.
What? Your dead man?
With the note? I don't know. That's just what Roy did. He would find out things. Daggerfall has many eyes and ears. After all,
She did say that.
information is cheaper than war.
I don't know, dude. I'm hella salty about it. I really wanted to like that set, and like I could trade out Pillar of Nirn for a sustain set, but I really don't like doing that. Like, I already can't kill enemies. Like, that's kind of the issue, right? Pillar of Nirn could definitely be replaced with something else, but I would prefer it be a different proc set rather than a defensive set or a sustain set, because if I can't kill enemies now with, you know, whatever I'm working with like extra damage, because I'm running Deadly too. I'm running the Deadly boots, and obviously Deadly's not going to help the horse ability out very much. But like, I don't know, maybe I could like Deadly and Nirn go very well together. But if we trade out Nirn for a different proc set, which I have one in mind, it's the one that spews glass shards everywhere. Ideally, we replace like Deadly as well, and we replace Deadly with something that's not like oriented for damage over time, and then I'd probably just like change the ultimate out. I almost would like to drop jabs, So like we could run, see we're talking about like completely rehauling the build just to fit this one ability, and I just don't think that's worth it for this one ability. I'd be willing to rehaul the build under a different circumstance, but not for freaking trample. Like I don't want to focus an entire build around this. I mean I want to, but I don't want to. Like, trample would go here, right? In place of poison injection. We'd probably keep fiery contingency, and then... I need, like, a different spammable. I'd almost have to drop the bow. And go, like, two-handed. With an execute for reverse slash. So we'd contingency, trample, toppling charge, connect the toppling charge at the same time as the trample connects, and then follow up with like a reverse slash, ideally as an execute so the enemy's low health and dies. And then our armor, that one glass proc set, which I think is a craftable set, would go really well. And then... what could replace Deadly? We'd have to replace the ultimate too. What's this do? Why does that sound bad on paper? Ignores the target's physical resistances and grants you physical and spell resistance equal to the amount ignored. Well, that's actually not that bad. That sounds good on paper, but I don't think I've ever seen anybody use this. I know, like, dual wield is all the rage. Like, everybody runs dual wield for everything forever and ever, amen. And I'm kind of, like, offended by that. Like, I know it's good. I know it's always gonna, like, have a lead as far as, like, raw damage and passives and all that stuff goes, because it's just good. Like, there's no way around it. But there is a part of me that, like, doesn't like the idea of that. I'm like, I look at that and I'm like, oh, everybody uses it because it's the best. I don't want to use that. And I know that's a stupid way to look at things, but that's just how I feel. The glass shatter proc set from the crafting situation, and then what else? Would we run a defensive set? I don't want to run a defensive set. I don't want to run a defensive set. Like, I kind of need to. The cost of block. What is this? The cost of sprint? Let's do the cost of sprint first. If we're gonna be like uber close to enemies all the time, just use fisticuffs. You think I should just not use a weapon? There really should be a skill tree for your bare hands. I don't know why there's not. It kind of like hurts a little bit. I guess I'm just gonna put some points in that. I don't know what the other set would be. It could be a defensive base set.
Welcome, friend. You can't get better fruits or vegetables anywhere in Daggerfall. I guarantee it. Look, I don't want any trouble. That's a phrase used by the King's intelligence network. It means someone's going to get killed. I don't want to know anything more. Just leave me out of this. I said leave me alone. Take your questions and go. I'm not involved in this. This sounds like something that Roy would want to know about.
You want a skill tree for a single-handed sword? That would be cool. I want like a spear class. Like a spear weapon line. Spear or like a trident or something. That would be cool. I feel like trident's freaking sweet sounding. It'd be like dual wield. Sorry, excuse me. It'd be like a two-handed sword, but like used and wielded differently, right? It would still be a two-handed weapon, and it would have like capabilities of ranged and melee abilities in the tree. How cool would that be? A one-handed sword, though, like what would you do with your other hand? You know?
Damn persistent, aren't you? Roy's a friend. I trust him. People I don't know, I don't trust. And I don't know you.
Somebody's giving away
I
free
sell
stuff
the
in
best
the zone
fruits and
chat.
vegetables in Daggerfall. Lots of people come by, I talk, and I listen. Then I talk to my friends, like Roy. As for other people, maybe they should decide what they're going to do, now that they know so much.
Where's this guy at? Could just mail him. I'm just gonna continue what we're doing. Wait a minute. Examine the corpse. Where's the corpse? I see no corpse. What if we come back? Maybe there will be a corpse later. He wants me to port to him? Ugh. It's so much work. It's so much effort. With a one-handed sword, maybe your class abilities do more damage since you have a free hand. The passives, though... What if that, you know what? That would be cool. Or like, what if instead of a one-handed sword, what if it was just like a katana? But it was still one-handed, right? I mean, I guess katanas are technically two-handed. I feel bad. I asked this guy to mail it, and he was like, "Don't move. I'm coming to you." What a nice guy, though. What do we give him in return? He said it was free. Am I a bad person? Am I bad for... Whoa, he's got more? Bro, no way. Dang, dude, what a nice guy.
Could you help me? I'm next. I know I'm going to be next. Murder. My friends are already dead, but the Watch doesn't care. What's one less beggar? We're nothing to them. But if someone found the killer... Start in the Trade District alleys. That's where old Jian was murdered just yesterday. Maybe Lieutenant Dubois will give you a reward if you do his job for him. Thank you. It's a terrible thing to be poor. You're invisible. No one cares. I'll tell you what the
I
Watch...
don't think we need to ask him questions. Dude, you know what else would be really cool is like an alchemist skill line. For like a weapon alchemy skill line. Like, you would just basically have like throwable potions. That like would have different effects depending on what potion you ran. And it would be like a lob attack. Like you would lob it and it would do like a small little splash of AoE damage. Instead of connecting directly to an enemy with a light attack, it would have to like, and it would create like a little puddle like momentarily and just do damage in a small area. AoE autos could be overpowered though. And like the different weapons, kind of like how there's like axes and swords and daggers and what else is there? You basically have like different potions that had different effects, or like, you know, different passives in the tree or something, similar to the dual wield line.
Survived? I don't believe it.
That would be kind of cool.
Interested in a set of new clothes? Something in silk, perhaps? No one ever leaves my shop empty-handed. I'm afraid those aren't for sale. The Crescent Moon is the heraldry of the Casimir family, the rulers of Daggerfall. Dead? Rugged fellow had a dog? That's Roy. Well, that was Roy. I'm sorry he's dead, but I'm not surprised. If you figure out what Roy knew and who killed him, I'm sure someone will reward you. It's also a good way to get yourself killed.
Nice.
If a crime has been committed, talk to Captain Arison. It's his job to keep the city safe, so he's as good a choice as any. He's usually by the great stairs behind the Mages Guild. He likes to keep an eye on the approach to the castle.
A Glock. A crossbow would be a cool alternative to the bow. Like, I mean, how different would the crossbow be compared to the bow? Maybe it, like, hits a little bit harder but fires slower. Something like that. I don't know. Dude, there's so much they could do. Like, I feel like there's not enough weapon tree lines. Like, we've got two-handed, one-handed shield, dual wield, bow, destruction staff, resto. I think that's it. I think there's just 6. And I know 6 is like a reasonable amount, but you know, after 11 or so years of the game being out, it would be really neat if they added a couple more things.
Get out of here. It'll kill you too.
It's fine.
It's a monster, I tell you. A monster. Prowls the alleys, shreds its victims with claws and fangs. It'll kill anyone that crosses its path. There's a dead man in the south alley, but he's no beggar. He's one of those Bloodthorn cultists.
Ooh, a flail. Yeah, I like the idea of that. Yeah. I mean, would a flail technically fit into the one-handed skill tree? So, like, you could use a shield and a flail, or you could dual-wield flails. Oh, could you imagine someone just, like, running at you? Like, freaking just spinning 2 flails at the same time in the dual-wield tree? That would be cool. It would have to fit the lore and the world building and the atmosphere of Elder Scrolls, right? Like, you couldn't just add a gun. Like, that's silly. That's too much. And a crossbow, I think, is definitely conceivable, right? If you played Skyrim, they had crossbows. Dual flails. Dual flails. What if you just, like, took periodic, like, tick damage from, like, dual-wielding flails just because you hit yourself with it every now and then?
The beast prowls along the river's edge and hunts in the alleys. It doesn't eat what it kills. It just slaughters and leaves the corpses for the rats. It's the curse of Camlorn. I want no part of this evil.
I feel like they could add more destruction staves into the game, too. More than just, like, lightning, ice, and fire. You could add, like, a pure magic version. Like, I guess that's kind of redundant, but what about, like a void magic? Like a void staff or something? Right? Like, something that is, like, anti-magic? I don't know. What about dual shield tanks? How would you make that happen? I feel like that's kind of, like, memey. Right? Like, you can do that on things like Elden Ring. Like, you can literally dual-wield shields. And it's fun. It is definitely fun. But how practical is it, really? There would have to be some trade-offs. Like, what if you can't block? Or, like, what if you have, like, a permanent, like, 30% snare to your character or something? Have you seen the staff that Abner Tharn uses? It's, like, red magic. I've seen it, but, I was always under the impression that that was, like, an enchantment on it. Blood magic would be cool. Water, bro. Why don't we have, like, a water staff? Right? Freaking waterbenders out there. Bloodbenders too, like... You know, like, I guess... I've never really seen a focus in Elder Scrolls at all. Like, if you know anything about, like, other games that revolve around magic, oftentimes they use an item called a focus, which is... It's usually like a one-handed weapon. So like if you run a staff, that's like 2 hands. But if you run like a wand, which is like a one-handed staff, basically, it's a small staff. It's a Harry Potter wand. And then on the other hand, you can have like a focus. Like a dual-wield wand and focus magic tree would be really cool. It'd be like a staff, but for dual-wield. That would be friggin' dope, dude. They started adding aquatic styles to skills, so water would be dope. I think so too. A water staff would be friggin' sweet. They could do so much, man. They could go really, really hard. I don't know what they're waiting for. Maybe they're putting it all in Elder Scrolls 6. Maybe.
It's a monster. Haven't you heard? Everyone's talking about it. The town of Camlorn's been taken over by an army of werewolves. Don't look at me like that. I heard Damien and Fabian talking about it.
Okay. What about like a gravity staff? Like gravity magic? I feel like you could make an actual class based around gravity stuff rather than like a weapon itself, just like straight up like a what you call it? I feel like they could have like a water bender in the game, like a water oriented class. Kind of like how the Arcanist is revolving around like books and runic magic, right? This would be like a water-oriented mage type situation. Gravity staff would be great breaking in PvP. Well, you'd have to balance it. You couldn't just like pick up players and chuck them into the atmosphere or something. Like that's too much. Although that'd be fun. Is it below? Talk to Captain Arishin. I feel like he's on that bridge. Excuse me.
You do well to keep quiet.
Hello? May I speak with you?
Welcome to Daggerfall. Move along.
What? Welcome to our town. Now leave.
Roy, where is he? Why did he send a stranger in his place? Dead. Mara's hands. Let me look at that note. It's our code, all right. Someone who uses dark nature magic is planning to assassinate King Casimir.
Nature magic's another thing.
Who's behind this? I need to know more.
Like, dude, man, I want more races in the game, too. I know I'm asking a lot here. But we're, you know, just kind of throwing stuff at the wall right now. Like, I want, like, a Daedric race in the game. There's only so many races. I feel like there's enough races. But if we were to say, like, do we want more? Like, tell me Daedra would not be a friggin' sweet race to put in the game. Or, like, even Spriggan. Spriggan would be a friggin' sweet race to put into the game. Like, Warden was a miss in your opinion with their nature and pet skills? Dude, I think the Warden's sweet. I love the idea of it. I know the Warden's like very heavily favored in the game. Like a lot of people love the Warden. I don't have enough experience with the class to really feel that way myself. We're gonna get into the Warden eventually, and I might jump on your bandwagon
Just
shortly.
don't try to play me for a fool. But with Roy dead, I don't seem to have much of a choice. Talk to Grenna Grakush at the Rosy Lion Inn. If Roy was onto something, she'll know what to do. Betray us and, well, she'll still know what to do.
When you say that you wish pets were different, like how so? Oops, sorry, buddy. How... Oh, well... It redirected the quest. I thought it was down here. When you... Yeah, so like how so? Like, when it comes to pets, can you give an example as to how you think they could be improved? Because I do agree with you. I think there's definitely room for some TLC when it comes to pets. I just don't really know how.
I've never seen the citizens so agitated. Even the beggars seem nervous these days. A werewolf killed those beggars? You're certain? Damn. I shouldn't have ignored Matthew when he came to me. Take this as a reward, but say nothing. People are nervous enough as it is. I promise not to dismiss the concerns of the poor again. I learned a hard lesson.
Another thing I would like to see is more in-depth trees and class play when it comes to vampires and werewolves. Like, the vampire only gets one tree. Like, one skill tree. Like, every class has 3 skill trees, right? I feel like the vampire skill line should get 3 trees, too. But, if you become a vampire, that's your thing. Like, you assume the role of vampire, right? Like, your class is no longer viable. Like, say, like, what if your class abilities were still relevant? Like, you could use them, but they were at a severe disadvantage because your vampirism took priority, right? But there were 3 class trees for the vampirism. So, like, you know, say, like, your passives got reduced, or your abilities had, like, some sort of, like, tweak to them to make them a little bit less realistic to want to use. So you'd lean heavily into the vampirism thing. And same with the werewolf. I want, like, 3 class skill trees for the werewolf. It'd be so cool, man. It'd be really neat. Like, I think the idea of werewolf and vampirism being afflictions on top of your current class is a good idea. Like, a full class as a werewolf would be asking too much. I think it'd be cool because there'd be a lot of potential there, but it would be a little bit restrictive because that's not the lore, right? That's not the idea behind werewolf and vampirism. Like, as far as I understand, the idea behind vampirism and werewolves is that, like, you become that, and you only use it, like, when you either please or when you need to, or whatever the situation might be, right? It's a switch that you can turn on and off. You think they just need to put you on the team and choose which animals to put in the skill trees? What is this? Are you saying a bear is like a bad ult for the warden?
I'm busy. Can't you see I'm drinking here? And? Why are we talking? By Malakath, Roy stepped on a nest of snakes this time. One of the vipers is upstairs. He might know something. I'd confront him, but he knows me. Maybe a stranger like you can get him to talk. Eager. Reminds me of Roy. Go upstairs. Find Levesque and rattle his teeth, but don't kill him. We may need him later. Just don't mention me. I'm not an agent of the Crown.
Alright. Yeah, Grim, I do agree with that. About, you say you wish you could be a vampire without having to spend so much magic on your class skill lines because you just don't care for using the vampire skills, you just want the sprinting and visibility. Like, I think that the werewolf and the vampire skill tree could be a bit more appealing. For sure. And the passives are cool, and I generally think that that's what people take vampirism for. Like, 98%, 99% of the time, if you're going to pick up vampirism, it has nothing to do with any of the abilities. The abilities are pretty rough. They're not great. The ultimate's good. Oops. The ultimate's good under certain circumstances. I feel like it's good in PvP. It's good for, like, you know, 1vxing, or it's good for solo builds too, I guess. But all the abilities, in my opinion, are pretty freaking irrelevant. Like, there's niche scenarios where you can make them certain ones work, but generally I don't like them. So you pick up the skill line just for the passives, and then you get those, like, major debuffs to your regeneration and all your, like, other stuff, and then you get, like, mitigation and be able to, like, go invisible while sprinting or something. I don't know, dude. And with subclassing coming in, and the Nightblade skill tree being available to everybody at any moment, that kind of makes that passive itself almost irrelevant, because you have to sprint for 4 seconds, I think. The bear is solid, but what do you need a little jellyfish for? I like the jellyfish. I think it's cool. Imagine dropping a mammoth on someone's head. You make a good point. I don't know. I like the jellyfish.
You don't think I had anything to do with that, do you? Agreed. I'll tell you everything I know. Martine Lerineau hired me. He lives next door to the inn, in the large manor house. I'm a mason, you see. Martine wanted me to make him a map of the tunnels beneath Daggerfall. The secret ones that lead to the castle. But I don't know what he's planning, I swear. I just needed the gold. I've got my own troubles back in Wayrest.
Other pets will be cool. You know what would be fun though? Is if you could like customize the appearance of your pets.
I saw smoke.
Like, you know how they're introducing like the color changing skins for your abilities? It'd be cool if there was like a handful of different options. Like 2 or 3 different more different options from like the jellyfish. So like say you don't like the jellyfish for whatever reason. If like you could choose between like other little flying creatures that could benefit you. Unpopular opinion, make non-combat pets combat pets? Yeah, I don't like that opinion.
I thought I heard some
I
noise
disagree.
upstairs. But you don't look any worse for the wear.
I understand
Did you
where you're
let
coming
that
from.
Snake Levesque live?
I see the merit behind it. I'm not saying it's an undesirable aspect to be added to the game, but I do think it would be a problem. And when does it become pay to win? You know, when do certain pets become better than other pets? And that is pushing a fine line of like what's okay and what's not to put in the game. But I see where you're coming from.
We need to know everything. Get inside Larano's manor. Look for anything that can shed light on what they're planning. I'll stay here and keep an eye on Levesque, so take anything you find straight to Captain Arison.
Alright. I feel like spirit magic would be cool too. Like, the sorcerer revolves around Daedric magic, right? What am I doing? I'm lost, dude. Is it below me? Is it above me? Hold on a second. The Arcanist revolves around... No, maybe it is outside. It's telling me not to go outside, though. What is this? Proficient tribute player. What's he doing on the staircase there? Like, how sorcerers revolve around, like, Daedric magic generally, and electricity, which I think is kind of akin to it in a way. And then you have, like, the Arcanist, which is based around, like, runic magic and stuff. There should be, like, a soul magic class, too. Dude, again, I know I'm asking a lot. I'm really pushing the ticket here. But I do feel like a game that's been out for, like, over 11 years should have more classes in it. And I know that's difficult to balance and all that, and I know there's a lot of complications when it comes to the coding, and it's not an easy thing to just be like, alright, chuck them in there, whatever. It's like, it's not that simple. But when I look at certain games, like so many games, dude, have so many different classes. Like, if I look at, like, say, Smite, for example, Smite has, like, 100 and something different characters, and I know it's way more complex than that to put that kind of stuff into this game. But it does make me want more classes. Like, there's 7 classes in the game. I feel like we should have 12. And, like I said, I know that's pushing it. But I feel like 12 would introduce enough variety to the game. And with subclassing coming in, that actually is really going to complicate things. I feel like with subclassing, that's too much. Am I supposed to just kill these guys? What am I doing? It told me to come in here. How lost could a beaver be? What?
What? Kill the intruder.
Okay, somebody must have killed them before. Somebody must have, like, just left this building or something. I don't know. Top Captain and Arisen. Okay. Even if they just bite their ankles, I don't care. Just got that cool little bone dragon. The bone dragon's sick as crap, dude. That's one of the coolest, if not the coolest pet in the entire game. You're gonna buy a spear for home defense? Honestly, dude, there's a part of me that's always been like, I should get like a big sword. I kind of want like a great sword. Or like a Zweihander type style sword to just like keep in my house. Just for fun. I've got the stinking targeting bug. That's the second time today. Wait, Crude, are you freaking for real, dude? What is it? Wait, what? Scintillator. What'd you send me? I did not have this. What is this? I've never seen this before. Thank you very much, sir. Oh. Ate it. A scintillator. I want to see it. What? Wait, what? What happened? Oh, it's just the... Okay. Thank you, man. I like it.
Most of the royal family is safe.
A spear would be cool
his
as
lordship
crap.
is brave and stubborn. He refuses to leave the throne room.
I'm about to look
I
it
need
up
more
right
information to convince him of the danger he's in.
now. Hold on. Spear weapon. Amazon. Real spear for adults. Wait, hold on. How big is that? Amazon's geeking out right now. I don't want to show you guys because it's got like personal information on it. It is... The imagery is like massive for some reason. I think there's a problem. Might need to update Amazon. That's better. That can't be right. Oh, it's a plastic spear. I want like a real metal spear. Tried it for $30. It's... no. $56 inches is like 12, 24, 36, 48, 50, 60. So 60 inches would be 5 feet. So that's almost a 5 foot large spear for $50. It says it is made of metal. It's hard to tell what you're getting though. A spear would be friggin' sweet, but like, there is a part of me that wants like a 6 foot Zweihander sword to just like hang up on the back wall or something.
His lordship. Keep this quiet, or we'll never find the assassins in time. Divines help us if the king is killed. It could destroy the Alliance. I've taken every precaution to protect the royal family, but the king refuses to lay low. We need to find those assassins. Good. Talk to Sasana Atabas.
Alright. Oops, sorry.
King and Covenant are at risk today. Good.
Sasana. So, you mentioned about the pets doing like a set amount of damage or scaling off your weapon and spell damage. I feel like instead of damage, it would be better to have like a passive buff that it adds to you. Now, with scribing kind of gave all the classes access to certain buffs that are maybe a little bit more difficult to get your hands on as a certain class. But like, say your pet gave you like minor protections or minor fortitudes or something. Or just like a sustains something. I don't know. I don't know. There's definitely ways you could squeeze that in there that would not be like mega impactful. You know, you don't want it to be game changing, and the game's already a little bit unbalanced.
Unless this is about cargo, I can't talk right now. I'm extremely busy.
A little bit unbalanced.
The assassins are in my port. Find these snakes and kill them, but do it quietly. I don't want to start a panic.
I have seen the fights that you're talking about, where people dress up in like full knight armor suits. It's really crazy. It looks fun, man. It also looks like freaking insanely dangerous. Alright, we're making this jump. This jump's ours. What the? I did not expect him to... Wait. Did I just win the game? It's that easy, huh? You keep 56 inches in your top drawer? You might want to put it on the bottom drawer. It might make your dresser a little bit top heavy if you keep it in the top drawer.
Merrick, where are
You just like bump into your dresser one day and it just like the whole thing falls over and the dresser drawer like, you know, falls out because it's so heavy. Your Nana's in there cleaning. She just like bumps it. The whole thing just falls over and your 56 inches falls out on the floor. Super dangerous because the dent helmets. Yeah, it looks fun though. I'd rather watch, if I'm being honest. I don't want to participate. I don't need to get suited up in armor.
My lord, you must go now.
I will not. The dragon does not flee its lair.
They're coming for you. Wait, what was that?
Death to the king.
Death to the king.
Get the king out of here. Go.
I'm like having a really hard time hitting enemies.
A lizard with a crown. No one will stand in Angof's way.
Victory! Victory!
Oh, am I supposed to follow the king?
From the sides!
I feel like I'm laggy tonight, man.
Head upstairs and protect the king. Good riddance.
Horseback archery in your early 30s? Dude, what? That's really impressive.
This isn't easy for me to say.
Would you ever joust?
I want
Absolutely
to
not.
apologize for ignoring your warnings.
Do I look like I even like...
I apologize.
Be honest,
if I
man,
was
like...
impertinent in my duty.
When's the last time you think you saw me doing, like, anything physically demanding?
In service to Daggerfall,
Do I,
our friend here is to
do I
have any
strike
support
you as,
the
like,
watch
a
or the
get out
knights
and
can
joust
provide.
kind of guy?
Of course.
You use four-wheelers for jousting? That's friggin' crazy.
All of Daggerfall stands behind our hero.
That's insane, dude.
It would seem that the captain's concern for me was well-founded. You saved me from this assassin's blade.
Put pillows on
as
mops.
well as from my own foolishness this day.
That would still, like, really hurt a lot. Like, even with a pillow on a mop, I feel like that could still completely jack you up, dude.
Indeed.
I don't know, maybe I'm just
The body on my
fragile.
floor proves that. Who was this man who came to kill me? What did he want? Angoff? I've heard this name whispered by my agents. The Royal Spy Master reports of unrest across my kingdom, stirred into a froth by this Angoff. But that's all we know. Creating chaos is a method, not a goal. It's a means, not an end. There's more going on here than chaos for its own sake. We must get to the bottom of this. Oh yes, my friend.
Ooh, a skill point.
I hereby grant you special dispensation to investigate the villain Angoff in my name. But you must keep this quiet, for we don't want to tip our hand. I shall never forget your service this day, however.
Grim Mafio jousts people without consent. I'm sure he'd be happy to join you. Generate ultimate. It's good that we got a script though. We didn't even need to get a script from that because I think we've already gotten our guarantee. Alright. Dudes, I think it's about that time of night, unfortunately. I'm having fun, so I don't want to wrap up, but it's late. Bada boom. We do have like a freaking boatload of transmute crystals. Like I'm full on transmute crystals. I can't do anything with what we have right now. So there is a chance that we could maybe just like respec our class for funsies and see if we can make a build that revolves around the the horse ability. I know it's pushing it. It's asking a lot, but it would be kind of entertaining. I don't know. We'll think about it just a little bit. There's definitely some things that we could work out, and I know that there's that one crafting set that I would love to get my hands on just for funsies anyway. Even if I don't want to use it here with the build that we're working with. But yeah, so we're gonna, I guess, wrap this up here. We've done a lot tonight. We've made some decent progress. I feel like, not like a ton of progress to the world, but just in general, I feel like getting a tribute match in and doing the dailies and getting scripts and learning a little bit more about PvP is always a little bit of progress. So yeah, dudes, Discord. There's a link to that Discord down below. We have a Twitch and a YouTube that run at the same time. So there's links to this as well. If you'd like to join either one, you are more than welcome. Whichever one you're more comfortable with. If you like YouTube more, or if you like Twitch more, by all means, jump into either or. And, you know, subscribing to whatever it is that you're jumping onto. It's freaking super duper helpful. It goes a long way. It makes a massive impact on the channel. And with that being said, thank you. Thank you very much for doing what you do, guys. I appreciate you all very much. I love the conversation. I love just hanging out and having a good time. And I hope you guys are having fun too. If you have any suggestions as to builds or anything in the future regarding anything at all, man, hit me. Let me know. I love to hear some feedback. And if you just want to tell me I'm handsome, let me know, guys. Good night, everybody. See ya.
It's hard to leave.